let's solve this chess endgame puzzle. So this is white to move, and black has a pawn. It's going to reach h1. White has a knight, and the task is how can white get a draw. So this position is really tricky, and the thing is, knight really hates the rook pawn, for example, this one, because if a knight want to stop a rook past the pawn, the knight has to move close, for example, the h file, the edge of the board, and it doesn't have many squares where the knight is at, for example, the corner or the a file or h file. So, but in this puzzle, white has a very interesting way to get a draw. Let me demonstrate. So I will challenge the bot that has 3200 rating. That's very high, and I will play as white, and let's see. So the only best move is knight f7, and let's see what I'm going to do here. So black play king to d2, and I will explain why doesn't black play h3, or maybe that's the same result as king d2. So then I play knight to g5, king to e3. Okay, so I have stopped the pawn to h3, so I move my king closer. I have to move my king, and king to f4, knight h3. So as long as my knight stays at g5 and my king support that, I can secure a draw like this. Okay, so you might have a question. So why? Let's go back to the analysis tab. Okay, so why didn't the bot play h3? So if black play h3, I will play knight g5. I will keep catching up with the pawn. Then king pawn has to push. Then I move knight to e4. That's a check. And a very interesting thing is the black cannot go to d2 for sure. It has to go to either d4 or d3 if the king wants to get closer to support the pawn. So if say like king to d3, and so what should I do? So if I move knight to f2, the king will get closer, and I have to move the knight again. So then if I move my knight to h1, for example, and the king will move closer until g2, and I have to move my knight away, and the pawn will promote. So the best move is knight g3. And what is the difference with this move? First of all, this is a move I can stop h1, and I am also controlling these two squares. The king cannot go to either e4 or e2. If you go to e3, I can fork. So this is something black doesn't want to see. I can't get the pawn. So only path the king to d2, but king 2 doesn't work neither. I can fork like this. So where can the king go? Maybe the king have to go to c2 and take a longer route. So if we get back to this position, maybe black will move the king to c2 straight away, and then d1, e1, as I showed earlier. So now I move knight to g3, and the king goes d1. So in this case, I have to move my king further, king to e1, king to f2, and king to f4. So my king can protect my knight in time. And here I can secure a draw. So yeah, so this is a very interesting puzzle. Move knight to g3 to basically build a wall to make the black king a little bit difficult to reach to the corner. And that's it.